At this point, I've only lived in Florida for a little over 3 years, 3.5 almost. This is not the place I grew up. This is not the place that kind of formed and shaped me into who I am. It's a place I chose. And I think because it's a place that I chose, I feel like I see it different. It's kind of like when the difference between having something given to you and buying something. You treat it different and you see things a little different. And I think I try to approach it a little different. I mean, life's life, and at times everything goes a little haywire and skewy, and you get upset and frustrated and whatever. All those things happen no matter where you are. But I mean, it's Florida. Look at this. I chose this. And so I try to remind myself of that so that, I'm grateful. Because things could be a lot worse. Even if they were the same and you were in a completely different place. But heck, when you get to drive past this every morning on your way to work, how upset can you really get? Spend a lot of time in this car. I'm in charge of a fairly large delivery area, and it stretches from Riviera Beach in the south all the way up to the very beginning of Tequesta or Jupiter in the north. And it could take almost half an hour to drive from one end to the other, especially in the afternoon where there's a lot of traffic. I've got parts of this delivery area that have what I would call project housing or federally subsidized housing, and then there's other parts where Jack Nicklaus lives, the golfer, in my delivery area. So does Wayne Gretzky, the greatest hockey player of all time, professional golfers, and there's just this wide swath of people in different types of areas. And I spend a lot of time just driving around and driving through all that because of the job. I'd say several hours each day. You kind of look at a place a certain way when that's how you interact with it, If you want to know the quickest way to get from any point to any other point inside of this area, I probably know it. Whether it's a back alley or a shortcut through a neighborhood. But it's different when you see something that way than when you see it as, someone who grew up there, or, someone that really takes appreciation for it. And a lot of time, I'm just too busy driving through the place, I think, to actually really see it. That's the thing. It's been 3 years. I've been here over 3 years. I've survived 3 long summers here in South Florida. And, you know, I've been so busy most of that time. I don't think I've ever really stopped to look around and see the place. And it's a shame because here I am living in a place that most people probably spend most of the year dreaming about vacationing in. I'm going to try to do better about that this summer. Spend less time running from one thing to the next thing and a little bit more time just slowing down and appreciating everything around me. When I first moved here, everybody said you were definitely going to feel a difference because it's just a slower pace. But I don't think that pace just happens naturally. I think it's something you got to cultivate, kind of fight for a little bit. So that's the goal this summer. Find that pace.